Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Andres Segovia Show. I am your host, Andres Segovia. In this episode, I'm just going to give you a brief overview of things that are available for you to enjoy before the end of the year. Because if you missed out on several of my episodes, then you probably missed out my announcements about Off the Record being available until the end of the year. So December 31st is the last day you'll be able to access all of my content without having to register on my site. So I'm talking about the Critic Corner, where I talk movies, where I bring in some fun guests and we just talk things out. The Soundtrack Corner, where I cover soundtracks from all mediums, basically, from film, television, and even video games, and share with you my favorites there. And currently, I'm doing a Christmas countdown, so this is the last episode that you'll be able to tune in before the Christmas episode, so you'll be able to enjoy that one too. Then there's the Reading Corner, which is my book club. So check that out. It's the season finale this month, and I'll be back maybe in the summer to continue to do this again on my favorite books that have had an influence and impact on me as I've grown up and being able to become the thinker that I am today thanks to these books. And then there's the Tech Corner, where I do tech reviews, software reviews, and just give you my impressions on technology and how they help me work smarter, not harder. These are the kind of things that you can find on YouTube. So you're subscribed there, you've already seen it. But if you haven't, then the best way for you to curate all that, if you don't want to navigate through YouTube, is through my website. So those are all the shows that are available to you. And of course, Off the Record, where it's been off the charts. So there's a lot of content for you to digest on that front. And that's basically what I wanted to share with you all. You can experience all this at www.theandresegovia.com. You can follow the main show, which is this one, on the podcast catcher of your choice, which is possibly anyone, so you can check out where it's available. But I do encourage, for those of you that are on Off the Record, to check out Google Podcasts, because if you have access to Off the Record, you'll be able to get the entirety of my library of the show. We're talking about nearly 300 episodes thus far. You can have access to it all if you're able to use Google Podcasts on iOS or Android. But you need a special link for that, and you can only get that at my website. Now, stay tuned for more real estate content that is coming. I am covering certain information that's tailored to property owners because of the law changes that are taking effect. So I do have a seminar at the beginning of January that I want to be able to share with some of you. I'll also leave a link to that seminar for those of you that might be interested beforehand, so you can be able to join me, since it'll be virtual this time instead of being in person, so you understand what Proposition 19 is all about. So I'll be leaving links to that in the show notes accompanying this episode at www.theandresegovia.com. Now, for those of you that are contemplating or having conversations over Christmas about the possibility of becoming homeowners yourself for the new year, you can check out my real estate resources at www.segoviares.com to help you figure things out for yourself. And then we'll talk about real estate resources and other helpful tips and tricks when the new year comes around. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much. I'm keeping it short, sweet. Want to wish you all Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Just enjoy it with your family, your friends, your loved ones. We made it to the end of the year. I know a lot of you have experienced 2020 to be like the worst of it. I'll share some thoughts about 2020 in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the program, and I'll see you on the next one.